Hey guys, it's Tah. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate ya. So today we are going to be picking round 3 of the mystery book bingo board. I'll link everything down below. It was a board that I found scrolling through Pinterest, and I decided to use it. So if you want to see what it looks like, it'll be down below. So before I tell you about the new round of books, let's talk about the last one. On the last one, we had Darkly Dreaming Dexter by Jeff Lindsay, and this one was the inspiration for the series on Netflix, and this will be the first time that I can probably in your face tell you skip the books, go straight to the series. This is one book series I won't continue. I actually had to force myself at some parts to finish it. It's just really kind of lame compared to the TV series, and it's basically about Dexter. He has an urge to kill. He calls it his dark passenger, and he kills other serial killers, and that's basically the premise of it. But there's like so much more in this series that I just didn't get from the book. But if you've never seen the series, the book will be okay for you, and the movie, like the TV series, would be even better once you read the book and did that. But me personally, just skip it. And then the next one was The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley, and this is about a group of friends from college or whatever. They've been friends forever, and they go to this place, and it's an isolated place to do their New Year's gathering that they do every year, but somebody winds up dead. They have to figure out who did it. But if you've read the guest list, you've read The Hunting Party. The guest list is just the same, an isolated place with a lot of people. Somebody winds up dead, and they kind of go back and forth with the storyline till you figure out who done it. But for me, it was okay. And then I read An Anonymous Girl by Greer, Hendricks, and Sarah Pekkanen, I believe is how you say it. And this one is about, what's her name? Jessica. She signs up for this questionnaire type psychology thing. What is it? A morality, ethics and morality thing. And you go in and you got paid like $500 to answer this survey, and if they liked your answers, then you were called back in for another round, and so on. But this girl, she started getting the questions asked to her, and she kept going back, and then the answers to her questions were used in ways of her completing a task for the doctor who administered this, and it winds up being like this big old thing, and it's kind of like, is she gonna get out of it or not? But all in all, it was a good read. It was very if you picked up on the details as you went, you kind of could follow along better. And sometimes as I'm reading, when I got to like a different part, I would remember something from the beginning that triggered. So it was kind of like I kept along with it. I did not predict this one, which was great. And the other book that they wrote was The Wife Between Us, and I absolutely love that one too. So if you like The Wife Between Us, you will like An Anonymous Girl, and vice versa. And then I read No Exit by Taylor Adams, and this was about a girl named Darby. She is on her way home in December, like right before Christmas, I believe it is. And she is going to see her mom, who was just diagnosed with cancer. And she's trying to get there. And she winds up stopping at this rest stop because the snow is so bad. And she winds up, like, she can't see or anything. She's in an older car. So she goes here, and there's a group of people there, 4 or 5 people. And she winds up seeing that there is a child in the back of a van. So she's trying to solve which one of the people has the child. And she's trying to help the child escape. And this all happens within one night. So it's it moves pretty quick through it. It did not take me long to read this one at all. It definitely held my interest. And I would love to read more by Taylor Adams. If you've read Taylor Adams, which ones were your favorites? And then the last one in that group I read was the new one that I just got from Book of the Month. It was Everything We Didn't Say. And this one was about Juniper. Juniper grew up in this small town named Jericho, and when she was 19, she wound up leaving, going to college and stuff, and this is like one of the first major times, I guess you could say, that she's come back. And her daughter lives there. Like she just went to college and never came back, but she does come back to see her daughter here and there. And there's like this whole, the neighbors that live next, like people who live next to her parents' farm, they were brutally murdered on 4th of July. And her brother has been the #1 suspect, but they can never prove. So she came back to help a friend who was diagnosed with cancer with the library, and she's going to try to solve this because there's somebody trying to leak a podcast out, and she wants to get in front of it beforehand. And fortunately, a series of events plays out where it's do or die situation. She has to solve this, and eventually they do. It's a cold case, and it's definitely a shocker about who done it. Absolutely love that one. I've never read anything by Nicole Bart, but I could definitely see myself reading something else by her. It says that she also wrote You Were Always Mine, Little Broken Things, and The Beautiful Daughters. So she's one I'm definitely going to look at reading something else again as well. Alright, and then I'm going to pop my bingo board up here where we are right now. I added Dark and Stormy Night, A Cold Case, Domestic Suspense, a psychological thriller, and what other one? Oh, Serial Killer. Enclosed Setting. Those are the ones that I think are the ones that I added this time. Still no bingo, but we are really close. We have a chance. 1, 2, 3. There's 5 ways. If I get one more, I will have a bingo. So hopefully this next group of books that I've picked will give me that bingo I want. So this time I picked 5 more. We will see if I can get those done by the end of the month to get that bingo. Today is the 21st, so technically I have 10 days to read 5 books, and one of them I'm almost done with. I started it earlier, and I'm loving it. And that is You by Caroline Kepnes. Caroline, however you say it. And this one is about Joe. Joe works at a bookstore, and this woman comes in named Guinevere Beck. And she buys a book, and he winds up writing down like her name and basically stalks her online, figures out who she is, and nothing can get in the way of him taking control. He's obsessive over taking control of her life to try to get with her because their love needs to flourish, even if that means murder. So whatever, I've read a good portion of it so far, and I've laughed a lot. I didn't think I would laugh a lot at this one, but I did. They had some funny moments so far, and yes, he is very obsessive with his sleuthing skills, where he figures out everything he needs to know about her, which is, it's kind of creepy in a way, but I absolutely love it. I can't wait to finish this one. And then the second one in the series, I can't think of the name of it. And then the third one comes out on November 2nd, I saw somewhere about November 2nd. So I'm looking forward to reading all of those so I can start watching the Netflix series. And then the next one I picked to read is 14 Ways to Die by Vincent Ralph. And this one is about the Magpie Man. It says that you have to kill at least 3 people before you're a serial killer. And this guy, the Magpie Man, is looking for his 14th kill. And 10 years ago, he murdered the main character, Jess, murdered her mom, and they've never caught him, and she just agreed to be on a show where all of her day-to-day, like her whole life, is going to be recorded for everybody to see. And then she starts getting messages or something. Yeah, anonymous text messages, and she realizes that the Magpie Man is watching her every move as well. So we will see if she figures out who this guy is, or if he'll kill her before she figures it out. And then the next one is another Reese Witherspoon book club, so I'm going to go ahead and check another one of those off, and that is The Whisper Network by Chandler Baker. And this one is about Sloane. She's worked with her best friend Artie and Grace for years, and they have supported one another through exciting promotions, long meetings, marriage, motherhood, and navigating office politics. Their boss, Amos, is suddenly in line to become CEO of their company. Each woman has had a different experience with Amos, who has always been surrounded by whispers. As he's pursuing the promotion, he's also targeting a new young female employee, and the women have decided enough is enough. Lies will be uncovered, secrets will be exposed. Whispers carry only so far, and this time Sloane and her friends aren't going to stay quiet. So we will see what those whispers say. And then the last one I'm going to put right here, excuse me, because I don't have it. Sorry, supper is killing me. I don't have it yet, but it is on its way. I ordered it, and it's called Alan Wake by Rick Burroughs, I think it is. And this is one that my husband wants me to read. It's based from a video game. From what he understands, they made the game and then they wrote the book behind it. And this one is about Alan. He is a crime novelist, and he is in a writer's slump. So his wife decides they need to get away or whatever, and she gets him this place where he can talk to another writer to kind of get him out of that slump. And in the process of them being there, she goes missing. And that's where I stopped reading the synopsis, because I really don't want to know too much more. So apparently, like I said, he's a crime writer, so he might have the skills to track her down and find her. And we shall see how this goes. He's super excited for me to read it, so definitely going to read it. All right, so that are, wait, no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I didn't tell you about the fifth one. The fifth one is a short story. It's called The Yellow Wallpaper, and it's by Charlotte Perkins Gilman or Gurman. I can't read my own handwriting. And this one is about a husband and wife. They rent a summer house, but what should be a restful getaway turns into a suffocating psychological thriller like battle. The chilling account of postpartum depression and a husband's controlling behavior in the guise of treatment will leave you breathless. So this one I saw, I was scrolling through Amazon or something, and I came across it, and it seemed like it was kind of intriguing the way they had it kind of set up and the way it looked. So I figured I would give this short story a try and see. I've never read from this person, but it's only like 60-something pages, I believe. So it's not going to be too long. So now I have told you about all of the books that I am going to be reading for the third round, and see if I can get that bingo. So I can get the prize, which is something off of my Amazon wish list. I'm giving myself up to 3 bingos. So if these 5 books can get me up to 3 bingos, that would be great. But I'm not gonna bank on it, but we'll see. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you've read or want to read any of these that I have talked about, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.